And everybody, this is Captain Jim and this is the Sacred Obsession. And we've just turned into a North Florida wildlife management area, and what we're going to do this morning is we're going to look around and check out the different variations of planted pines. Most private property and most public property, with the exception of maybe South Florida, is loaded up with planted pines. Most of this property is all owned by timber companies, so they're constantly cutting and thinning and planting. And one of the best resources you have on a management area is planted pines. Now what I like to do is I like to cruise the roads, just kind of look around, check the tracks. And these on both sides are very difficult to hunt for the simple reason they're brand new. There's a lot of thick grass. It's hard to see deer in here and it's hard to walk through here. So what we're going to try to do is find maybe a little bit taller, maybe a little bit more cover, so it blocks out the sunlight and thins the rows out a little bit. Now what I like to do is check out the forums. Florida's got a good forum, Georgia's got a good forum, Louisiana's got a good forum. Lots of good tips about hunting public land and different ways to hunt in planted pines. But what I like to do is I like to get out and put feet on the ground and really get inside and see what's up. So stay tuned. Now you'll notice as we cruise around, these pines are a little bit taller. That switchgrass is a lot thinner. It's a lot easier to walk around and check for sign. And like I said, as we cruise, now there's an oak tree right there. That can be a good thing, especially in these planted pines. As we cruise around, before we get to the spot I want to go scout, I'll give you my disclaimer. I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I do love to deer hunt, and I think the only thing I'd rather do other than deer hunting is duck hunting. And I have been very fortunate to hunt with some guys that really know what they're doing, and they've killed a bunch of deer. And over the years, through listening to them and trial and error on my own, I've been able to get fairly consistent hunting on public land. And what I'm going to try to do is just kind of show you what I like to do, and we'll take it from there. Here we are. This is the type of planted pine that I like to hunt, and what I'm doing is I'm going to go to a stand that I set up because I got to pull it down. Now, here's what I use. I use 3M reflective tape to mark the trees. Hard to see in the daylight, but when it's dark and you put a light on it, it lights it up like an airport runway. So what we're going to do is we're going to cruise back here and take a stand down, cut some limbs, and then take a lock on down out of a real good tree that we hunt. All right. Here's the oak tree, and there's the lock on. And one of the nice things about hunting these thick planted pines is that the walkers, the guys that like to walk around on public land, really don't like this areas like this because it's too thick. Now, this particular tree stand over the years has been a producer. I think we've killed several deer, myself and my hunting buddy, and I actually killed an 8-point that went into the Florida Buck Registry. So I got to take it down because it's after the season and I'm late doing that already. But this is kind of an idea. These oak trees, they're all water oaks, and over the years they kind of take turns dropping and the deer come in and feed on them. And as you can see, the shots that we have are actually pretty close. So there's an idea. I'm gonna get that down. I'm gonna trim up the area for next year, and then nature willing, somebody else won't find this spot and put a stand up. But we'll see, because that's hunting public land. Now, if you're hunting private property, I cannot think of a better place to put a feeder. And I mean, I would put it right here, somewhere close so you can kill them with a bow, somewhere close where you can kill them with a shotgun, a black powder rifle. You don't need something that can stretch out a bullet like a 270 or a 7 mag just because it's so thick in here. What we got? And try to stay out of the sun. We got the climbing stick all the way up to the stand. here's what we got. Here's the view from the stand. The big buck that I killed, and this is really cool, came out right here. That's about 13 steps, and I killed him with a black powder rifle. Everything else we've killed, and I think there's been 4 others from spikes to 6 points, have all come from either right to left or left to right. This past year, I didn't see anything but does, nothing but horns. There was some buck sign in here, but they were all out at the very edge. And I did see quite a few of them. Now, when these oaks in here are dropping, they'll feed inside that hammock, and a lot of turkeys also. But this has been a real good area for us.